What is going on? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to talk to you about Opendoor. Give you a quick summary of what really happened today, what moved it, and everything else you need to know. But first, make sure to hit that thumbs up. And with that, let's get right to it. So I did a video earlier today while it was going up because at that stage we were pending and just awaiting news. So the news did come out. I want to go over what that is and everything, but ultimately it did kind of peak and the broader market did somewhat prevail and did bring Opendoor down. Still closed 1.13% in the green, 786 the low, 880 the high, and 176 million shares being traded. So kind of on the low end. So today the market was already digesting a lot of the data that did come out. I already brought up a lot of that in my previous video. Ultimately, because of the ADP data, it does now signal that there is a small likelihood of a 50 basis point cut. Pretty much exactly how I mentioned it was going to play out in many of my other videos. So in general, this is a pretty good catalyst. So by the end of the week, we should either be starting to price in a 25 basis point cut or potentially even a 50. So definitely good stuff. As far as official news, there was one thing that did come out as far as a SEC filing, a 8K, and that was this. So it goes over, I guess, the results of a lawsuit, and this individual kind of summarizes it. So it looks like it was more SPAC related type of thing, and so it looks like ultimately no cash hit to the company, 1.95 million in legal fees, fully covered by insurers. So yeah, good stuff. So no admission of wrongdoing. So definitely we can wash our hands from this. Although to be fully honest, I didn't really even know that this was going on. One thing that was kind of interesting is that they did actually put out a 8K. This came out at 4:05, so after hours, but they didn't put out any official news. So nothing at all, even though there was some updates that did come out, and those updates were this right here. So Kaz did like a 2-minute video, plus they did a post on social media, but it's interesting, right? So they did announce a 7-day home test drive. So Kaz mentioned within the 7 days, if you don't like it, you can just up and leave. Very interesting kind of stuff. Plus a 100-day warranty that extends to appliances. And honestly, if Opendoor was in Canada, I would be very tempted to purchase another home just with this. So I think Opendoor, this is going to be a pretty big deal. I don't know, coming from a legality standpoint, if there's anything that needs to be ironed out, or coming from like a mortgage standpoint or whatever else, but this is very interesting and unique, outside the box. And honestly, that type of out the box type of thinking is what sets apart innovative companies and just old school brick and mortar. So in general, very good stuff. Again, I think there's probably going to be some stuff that needs to be ironed out, but that's happens all the time. So in my opinion, though, I think that they should have really put out formal news, because algos piggyback off of this. So algorithmic trading can sense that there is news that was that did come out, and it was, let's say, positive, and then it would really propel the stock price higher. Without this official news and just doing a post on social media, you don't get that algorithmic pump. So in general, I feel like going forward, they need to really keep on top of putting out news. But what do I know in life? The only other thing that did come out was right here. So there was a purchase between, it looks like on the 19th, so September the 19th. So between 1,000 and 15,000. And this was a purchase of Opendoor from this individual right here. So 𝗖𝗢𝗡𝗘𝗖𝗧, who is a politician. So good to see. A lot of people always like to follow these types of transactions. A lot of individuals, including Eric, is calling out Nancy, so it's kind of funny just trying to correlate that. But yeah, I think in general, this individual 𝗖𝗢𝗡𝗘𝗖𝗧, good stuff, in my opinion. So let me know your general thoughts on that in the comments below. Aside from that, by the end of the day, shorts did increase 1.68 million shares. So not too big of a change from my earlier video. 19.77% of the free floats being shorted works out to be 140.2 million shares overall being shorted. So the rest of the stuff didn't really change. So support and resistance points, options activity. So you can kind of look at my earlier video for that. I just wanted to pop on, go over that 8K as well as the general news that did come out. So what is your viewpoint, for instance, on the news, on shorts? For instance, that politician that did purchase more stock, Is that bullish to you, or is it just like whatever? What's your kind of general thoughts on all of that? One final thing, if you're looking for some solid buy signals on stocks, options, crypto, pop over to my Patreon, put out daily day trades, numerous swing trades, worthwhile to pop over there and take a look. With all that said, appreciate all of you watching.